Welcome back to You're Not Broken. I'm your host, DJ Big Abe, and today we're going deeper. This platform was built for honesty, transparency, and giving us the tools to fight smarter against ADHD, anxiety, and depression. Now, I've said this before. Managing your mental health doesn't just make you feel better, it makes you feel smarter. It clears the clutter. It unlocks effectiveness. And that's not just theory, that's lived experience. That's why today's guest is so important. He's not just a fellow Shriner, not just a brother I respect, he's also a mental health specialist who's dedicated his life to helping people like us fight back against the storms in our minds. I'm talking about none other than my good brother Gerard Woodrich. So if you've ever wondered what therapy looks like for us, what healing inside of Brotherhood feels like, and how to turn pain into power, this episode is for you. Brother Gerard, man, welcome and thanks for being here. For the people that don't know you, tell us who you are, man, what you do, and why you do it.
Okay, so I am a licensed clinical social worker, board approved, certified supervisor. I've been in the game since 2010. Yeah, graduated 2010 from SUNO. Why did I do it? Because I suffer from depression. I even had like 2 suicidal attempts when I was early, like in my 20s. One in my 20s and one when I was in middle school. So I always had a connection with mental health and I just wanted to give back to those that look like me. You know what I'm saying? Because the crazy part, when I was at Southern, I didn't even know black people could be therapists. Like I didn't even, this was back in 96. Right. I didn't even know. And right. So just through my journey, through my school journey and grad school, I was like, oh man, I think I'll be good at this. And
right. It's interesting because most people who go to college kind of already know what they want to do. And it's not even really to that, while you're in that environment, that's an interesting, point in time in life to get into that. How did you shape that into what you do in the community? Because you do a lot of community stuff. A lot of people get into the profession, that's great for them, but they do it to do a job. But you go above and beyond that. You reach back into the community and you also volunteer your time a lot because it's clearly something you take personally. How did that journey transfer from you being personal into your involvement in the community?
Oh, I've never been asked that question before. Damn, that's a good question. I don't know. It just feels natural to me. Like it just feels natural to me because when you do this for a job, you got to look at it like a profit loss way, but you can't really touch the people that really need help just because of the type of system we're in, the type of economic system we're in, the type of city that we're in. The people that truly need the help can't afford the services, right? It's by design, obviously. It's by design. But so I just, especially when I got into masonry and got into the craft, it's just like, oh man, this is like an opportunity for me to really get out there and really, volunteer my time and stuff. Because before then, I would just, little by little, do what I could. I just enjoy helping people. I enjoy normalizing this mental health thing or behavior health thing,
And speaking of that, a lot of us are raised up like you don't talk about your feelings, especially as black men. You're just supposed to man up. So that's just all about community. And no matter where you look at it, how do you help brothers break through that stigma? Because I know that was a big one for me, man.
I actually just, what I tell my story a lot because it humanizes it, right? Because a lot of people think that a lot of people suffer in silence, as opposed to I don't know the current figures. Most black people, especially black men, have something because of trauma, just a racialized trauma, right? Just how we grew up. So I just use my experiences, right? Like I'm a widower. I have a child who's autistic and intellectually disabled. I have a mom with autism, with Alzheimer's. The things that I've been through in life isn't normal. So that relatability allows people to understand that I'm not judging you. I've been through the same, right? I just got a little book knowledge with it. Like, so the fact that I got book knowledge with it and I've been through it, and you kind of see it now with social media that a lot of people go to quote unquote influencers because there's a relatability aspect to it. Because a lot of people have been judged. You know, a lot of, especially us, right? There's more black men are diagnosed with schizophrenia and bipolar than any demographic. Oh, absolutely.
I didn't know that.
And a lot of it's not bipolar, it's post-traumatic stress disorder, right? Or it's a personality disorder. When you tell somebody you have bipolar or schizophrenia or adult ADHD, a lot of people, you got to take a pill, like you got to take medicine for that because that's a biochemical thing, right? As opposed to, no, your experiences have you feeling this way, right?
Reason behind
yes, you're nothing's wrong with you. Yes, nothing's wrong with you because when you say you bipolar, you that's a genetic thing, right? That's genetic. ADHD, that's also genetic. And the crazy part, I was just talking to a colleague about this. When I was coming up age, they didn't have no such thing as adult ADHD. They did not, right? Because that's a childhood disease, right? And you have to, I shouldn't say disease, condition. And you, which is there's a difference between a disease and a condition, right?
Right.
And children, you would need a stimulant in order to help them slow their brains down, right? And you usually outgrow it because you learn how to get coping skills throughout the way to help you become more focused. We have to understand the correlation.
You self-regulate,
all that stuff, right? We have to understand now the correlation between diagnoses and medicine. Yeah, like, you know, there's a because if I say that you got ADHD, then what? I got to give you a stimulant, right? I got to give you medicine because that's a biochemical thing, right? As opposed to, no, brother, your life experiences as a black man is creating you to feel this way because you can't express yourself because you're forced to keep a whole bunch of stuff inside because we're taught that you have to sacrifice. You got to die for your family, right? Like you just got to get it how it doesn't matter. Just get it how you live, right? Get it out the mud.
It's just like water running off your shoulders. You know what I'm saying? Rub some dirt on it.
Yeah. We're the only human beings, bro. They give white men so much space. They get to grow and figure it out. No, we got to make it happen. It don't matter. 18, you got make it happen. You got a brother to take care of. You got a mama to take care of. You got all these people to take care of. Don't be a bitch. No crying. Like
right.
Like all that, right? Your experiences, they got you
later for all that crying, man. Get it right.
Get it right?
Yeah.
And even if you are righteous, brother, you still got to deal with brothers who, like, you still got to deal with us because we some crab in the barrels, right? Like you still got to have that mentality, like, yo, I may have to take another man out. Especially you grew up in New Orleans or in the metro area, like it's.
Another reason why you can't talk about what you feel like you're going through because they're going to frame it like it's some kind of weakness. And that's another thing I wanted to talk to you about because a lot of times when people hear ADHD, anxiety, or depression, especially in our community, they think of it as a weakness.
Absolutely.
I prefer to phrase it as rare abilities. How do you go about teaching people how to reframe those, quote unquote conditions?
Well, it's kind of like diabetes. Black folk call it sugar, but it's diabetes, right? Just like we say, oh, my nerves bad. No, baby, that's anxiety. You know what I'm saying? No, you just got to. No, we've all experienced. No, baby, your mama having black curtains and yelling at y'all because she didn't want to get out the bed. No, baby, she was depressed. That's depression. We've normalized so much. Can I curse?
Absolutely. You can do whatever you want. This is my podcast.
Okay. Yeah, we've normalized so much fuckery in our community, right? We've normalized so much shit in our community. Like, yes, you're grieving. 5 of your partners died. Of course. You sad, right? You know what I'm saying? We've normalized. Yeah, everything that is destructive, we've normalized. Like, we've normalized smoking weed. Well, usually if you're smoking weed, that's a you have anxiety, right? People that smoke a lot of weed have anxiety. People who have a lot of who smoke weed or take pills, you have trauma. People who drink alcohol, you have depression. People who snort cocaine, that you probably got a mood disorder. Like we normalize.
Right.
Yeah, we normalize a whole bunch of negative coping mechanisms.
Right.
And we think that's strength, but it's really not strength. Like, you're a man. Like, we as men, we have to be leaders. And what I try to say, no, you're a leader. Just tell the truth. Like, lead by example. No, I go through this experience. Like, it's hard for me to go to sleep. Like, if you have to have sex or smoke weed or drink to go to sleep, brother, that's an issue. We got to address that. That's not normal. Right. Human beings supposed to go to sleep. Like,
Right. You're not supposed to have to go through a whole routine.
Right. Like, if you gotta sip on lean just to go to sleep, that's an issue, right?
Right. And that's absolutely an issue. But when you talk about being a leader and you talk about issues,
talk about how we fix those issues. And I'm a systems guy. So
what practical tools or daily habits do you recommend for someone trying to quiet the noises in their head of those different emotions and those different feelings? What's your most basic coping mechanism when you realize, hey, I'm being anxious or I'm being depressed or my mind is all over the place?
Okay, so one thing that is inherent for Black people, we have melanin, right? We are very vitamin D deficient, like, meaning we have to get out in the sun, right? Our lack of exposure to the sun bring on a whole host of stuff that contributes to anxiety, depression, whole host of things, right? Because our skin is designed to soak in.
Better when you go outside,
So you always feel better when you go outside and get that sun and just soak it in. You know, like
yeah. Well, take a walk, but a strategy that I always suggest, other than natural sunlight, giving up of all the sugar and the food, because that also contributes. You have to have a schedule. You have to have a schedule. Particularly if you have anxiety. You have to have a schedule. You have to have a schedule. You have to have structure. Because if you allow your mind
that's one thing that helped me a lot.
It will wander. So even if you have you got to have a structure, right? At least 5 to 6 days a week and be regimented in that, right? So I would suggest a schedule for success. And what I mean by that, I'm getting up, I'm doing this, I'm accomplishing, I'm acknowledging that, look, I got up, I made my bed, I got my lunch together, I got out the house at this time, and acknowledge each win. That's a win. Because the more accomplished you are, the more your confidence grows, right? And the more your confidence grows, the better it is for you to deal with these, what they call maladaptive or bad behavior, right? Or internal dialogue. 2, I have a mantra.
It's helpful.
I don't want to do it, therefore I will do it. I don't want to do it, therefore I will do it.
Therefore, I received that.
I don't want to do it, therefore I will do it. So when you're dealing with any type of negative internal dialogue and it's like, oh, I want to go to the gym. Nobody want to go to the gym.
Right.
I want to lay in my bed.
I must.
Right? It's like, well,
Right,
I want to be motivated.
You gotta do.
Just do it. Just do it. And give yourself credit for that application that you've done it. I don't want to meditate. Meditation isn't about clearing your mind. That's that white people shit. It's not about clearing your mind. It's about creating the discipline of reframing and refocusing on your breath. It's not about clearing your mind. If you reframe it like my mind is cloudy, you have to accept the fact that your mind is cloudy. But I'm going to go from my internal thought back to my breath. I'm going to keep on focusing on my breath. Eventually, you will clear your mind. But it's understanding that I do have this internal chaos. Accepting the noise, accepting the chaos, accepting the anxiety, accepting the fear, right? Acceptance without judgment. Look, I got anxiety.
One thing that's me a whole lot.
Yeah, you got to accept it and just do the opposite. Like, I
Especially
gotta get up.
I can tell now, like, I'm feeling anxious right now. You're just feeling anxious right now. It's just a feeling.
It's just a feeling. Feeling comes and goes.
Right now, like, I acknowledge it, but I'm just feeling depressed right now. It's just a feeling.
Feelings are symptoms.
And you can get past.
They come and go. Feelings come and go. Feelings come and go, right? They come and go. It's just a feeling, right?
Let's talk about the Brotherhood and you and Brother Shaq, who directly and indirectly encouraged me to take my mental health seriously. So the question is, how can fraternal spaces, masonry, and any kind of brotherhood, fraternities, groups, social aid and pleasure clubs, can you suggest any point in time using those as leverage to help, like as a mental health support system?
I think so. I think one, we got to get a lot of the toxicity out of a lot of our fraternal orders, right? We got to get a lot of the toxicity, a lot of the coping mechanisms, because a lot of times
HR issues.
Yeah, it's like you get together, you drink, you smoke, you talk shit, but are we really being honest in those spaces? Are we allowing brothers to really be honest in those spaces, right? A lot of times we use those organizations and those functions and those relationships to escape. Not to deal with issues, right? It's not like, yo, Abe, bro, I'm really going through it. We don't allow that space. We don't allow that space.
Right. We come get a beverage and let's forget about it. Not let's talk about it.
Right. So I think we just need to again reframe it like, no, this is a safe space. Like, and more importantly, I love you. That's why I'm gonna tell you something you don't want to hear. like we're men and we're gonna
right. That community discipline is something that we gotta learn to open ourselves up more to as black men. I believe so, man. Definitely.
No, nigga, you can't keep your old lady like that. You can't do that, bro. You can't do that. Yeah, I think we have to welcome it. You gotta, in order to grow, you have to have some pain, some discomfort.
All right. It's gonna be some growing pain.
Yeah, and I think honestly, I think in our community, I think if our fraternities did take more of a lead, you dig what I'm saying? Because we are men that came together and made a decision to do something greater than thyself, right? In any organization, whether it's D9 or Masonry, Urban League, whatever it is, we're doing it for the upliftment of our community, right? So if that's the case, we gotta lead. We gotta start putting ourselves out there in more prudent fashion, not just, we look the flyers, we throw the dopest parties and give like a scholarship here and there. You know what I'm saying? Like we need to start leading our community, right? That's just my opinion. Like, we need to start normalizing. No, if something happened in the community, oh man, the Masons coming out. Oh shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's going to be statement, and that's what about black men. You know, I think that's the biggest tool that we have really as Black America.
So if you had just a few seconds to talk to every black man in America, what is one thing you would want them to know about their mental health specifically?
Nothing is wrong with you. Something harmful happened to you. Nothing is wrong with you. You're not crazy. You're not crazy at all. Something harmful happened to you, and you had to learn how to cope with it in a very destructive or harmful way. Nothing's wrong with you. There's two sides of every part of a human. There's the real side. There's the side that you would be if you were nurtured and protected, and there's the side that you had to be to survive. Stop surviving.
Right. That's the whole concept of this, man. You are not broken. That's what I've been saying.
You're not broken. You just didn't have the proper.
Since I've got.
So I'll ask you one more thing right here, and I so appreciate your time, man. But to the brother who's listening right now and thinks therapy isn't for me, what's the very first thing you suggest, the step that he takes today?
Look at it like this. Therapy, if you want to be better, why wouldn't you use every resource available? If you're trying to be a better man, better husband, you trying to be a leader in your community, why would you not access every resource available? It's not just about getting money, because you could get all the money in the world, but if you have a cloudy head, trust me, you're going to lose all that money. It's about how can you build a legacy and keep a legacy. Well, you could do that by being mentally well, emotionally well, being disciplined, therefore you can keep your legacy. So therapy helps with that. Therapy helps with that. It helps you have an unbiased clinical realm of, okay, we normalize what you're going through, but more importantly, we give you tools in order to deal with it. And your homeboys aren't clinicians. They love you. They can't give you the honest truth. Your girl can't give it to you because she loves you, right?
Right.
You got to go somewhere where it's safe, where you're not judged, where you can hear the hard truth in a way that can help you. You can only become great by pain, by discomfort.
Somebody out there is looking to get that help, and they think that you can help with it. What's the
hit me up on my website, positivefamily.solutions. Positivefamily.solutions. All my information there. My phone number is my actual cell. Just text me, and we could work through there. Or just text me 504-339-4938. 504-339-4938. That's my actual cell phone. So just hit me up.
Big thanks, man, to Brother Gerard. I appreciate you, man. This conversation is proof that therapy, brotherhood, and honesty can walk together. To everyone listening, remember, you're not broken. ADHD, anxiety, depression, they don't cancel your purpose. They're part of your operating system. Manage them, and you don't just feel better, you'll feel smarter, sharper, and more effective. If you got value out of today, share this with somebody who needs it. Subscribe on YouTube, hit the follow button, and keep walking this journey with us, because you already know the fight isn't about perfection, it's about progress. And we're making progress together. I'm Big Abe, and I'll see you next time.
Check out the new book series from Abraham Johnson, available on Amazon today. Get your issue. You heard me? Off Topic.